It's your boy Bull. You watching Outside Looking In. Tap in, you heard? Yeah.
Dallas, Texas.
Rush here this morning. Police are looking for a suspect, or suspects rather, in a shooting in Dallas. Now, it happened in broad daylight on Sioux Road in late December. 2 people were shot and killed. DPD, they released this video on Sioux Road.
When we go through hell, we actually walk through that process. It can create an unshakable foundation for our life. It creates an inner resilience that is similar to that of a warrior coming out of battle, that of a hero going through the hero's journey. See, recovery is a process of transformation, and it teaches us about everything that it takes to actually transform our lives. Interesting time right now, where men especially are being challenged.
Say, man, it's your boy Bull, man. Y'all watching Outside Looking In. Tap in. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
What's up, everybody? I already know what time it is. It's Outside Looking In. I got the pleasure to sit down with the homie Bull, man. What's going on, bro? Go ahead and make your introduction, man, and let the audience know your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name Bull, man. I'm from Dallas, but you know, really from Highland Hills.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Shit.
I'll put it like this. What makes Bull Bull? Like, where'd you get that name from?
Man, I was bad as a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Stayed in trouble. I was always in the shit. And I used to bump my head a lot. So like, you know.
Like intentionally?
Nah, like playing, like as a kid. So I bump my head. Yeah. I always do shit, jump off stuff, flip off stuff.
Yeah.
And I was one of them kids like you know how you scratch yourself, hurt yourself, bump your head or something, you get right back up. You didn't cry.
Yeah.
So and I got that nickname. It's been with me ever since a baby. This ain't no street name.
Who gave you the nickname?
Uncle, man.
Your uncle? Okay. Yeah. You wanna give him a shout out?
Nah, he did.
Okay. Well, rest in peace to your uncle, man.
Nah,
I mean, it's not funny that he's dead, man, but it's just.
Nah,
I was not expecting that.
Nah, R.I.P. that man. I told you it's gonna be a good one. R.I.P. that man.
So yeah, man, what was life like for you in Highland Hills, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was rough, man.
Yeah.
A lot of violence, drugs, prostitution, poverty, man. You know, it was hard, man. It was a struggle.
I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. You know,
it was hard.
I grew up with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that's from Highland Hills.
Yeah.
I'm well, you know, I know about the pinks, the browns, you know. It's man, I mean.
Yeah, it was tough, man.
So I know what you're talking about, man. Let me ask you this though. What do you think was the first thing that you saw growing up that probably change your outlook? Because I mean, you know, as a kid, you growing up, you play in the street and you have friends, and there's something that just happens that just kind of makes you kind of grow up pretty quick, man.
I would say influences for sure. Like the people in the environments that was, you know, getting money, or, you know, the ones that was like bullying, like, you know, the big dogs that were handling people and stuff, man. You see that, it kind of changed you, because like you gotta live up to a certain standard. Even as a kid, you know, you grow up, you got the dudes, they in the crowds. If you set off, you know, they kind of pick at them. So yeah, man, that for sure. But a lot of the murders, seeing murders and people dying, and you know, you seeing that at a young age, it kind of make you immune to it. You can't come numb in a way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, this is Outside Looking In, man. We talk to people that's been to the penitentiary. You yourself, how much time did you end up doing in the penitentiary?
I did 5 on the 6.
5 on the 6?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did damn near all your time to the door. So let's talk about what exactly did you do to go to the penitentiary?
Man, I had 2 aggravated robberies and evading arrest with a vehicle. So I committed a crime with my brother-in-law. Yeah. It was my first offense, so, you know, they ain't really bound my head, but we did some stuff, man, and they got caught. I got away. But they end up, you know, telling on me not knowing, but the next morning I end up going to the store because I used to smoke real bad.
Yeah.
So in the morning, you know, you gotta have the waking base.
No, yeah.
So I'm headed to the store and I knew everybody on my block because I stayed in like a counter corner circle. So I knew everybody and I seen a vehicle in front of this little chick house I used to fuck with. I'm really on some sucker shit, like, hey, who the fuck is in front of her house? Like, well, the whole time, it's some detectives. So I seen him and I bag up. I'm like, man, somebody ride bag up, go back to the house. I'm thinking it's really the people that, you know, we did some shit to.
Yeah.
So I go in the house, I went and got some protection. I'm coming back out the house, they bagging off my street. And I end up following them. Turns out they was detectives. One of them jump out the car with an AR walking towards the car. I bag up and end up in a police chase in Highland Hills, going through Altamisa Tioga.
There may not be a tomorrow for you and for me, because there's a warning to time. Time is running out for all of us. Time is too short for indecision and vacillation. The Bible says, redeem the time because the days are evil, and the days in which we're living are very evil.
My first day going in, I almost got in some shit with the SA. I ain't know nothing about the bench system. Like I say, this was my first time in jail, so, you know, in transit, you know, they don't do that, you know, segregated shit. Yeah, the politics. Yeah. So I hit B-row bottom. I had my bags and shit. I'm really just peeping to see him standing there. Then I see the benches, so I walk to the bench. And there's some SA dudes sitting on the same row. I try to sit down, like he stuck his hand out like nah. I'm like, what? And I try to sit down again, he like, nah. So I put my shit down, I'm like, man, fuck this. We finna go and get it on. I can't look like no hoe. But some dudes came to me and they was like, nah, come here. Yeah. He like, hey, this the black side. You know, we got these 2 front rows. They got these 2 front rows. Everybody else sit in the back 3. I was like, oh, okay. But after that, I ain't sit down. Like, I just stood there, like, trying to, like, peek the scene out. But, yeah, it was crazy. First day, bro. First day, I almost got some shit. First day, bro.
I know that must have been a shock to you, bro, because, like you said, you coming from the transfer units.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really segregated. Everybody just, you know, pretty much did their time.
Yeah, everybody
was integrated and whatnot. Yeah. And then you being from Dallas, you know, blacks and Mexicans, you typically run together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure.
Let me ask you this, man. That you seeing that type of energy, what did that do to you internally?
It confused me, man. Cause like, it was like you say, like in some parts of my youth, adolescent, like I knew Mexicans. I had Mexican partners and shit, and then I go here and it's like, you can't eat with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't just, I mean, you can chop it up, but it's kind of like separated. So like, it was a shock, bro. It kind of made me like have this hatred. Like now I don't fuck with Mexicans, I don't fuck with whites, they don't fuck with me. Like, it is what it is. But it was some though that was cool. Like, even though they was, you know, homeboys or whatever, you know, said they was. Some of them, they'll chop it up with you, but some of them, they wouldn't. It was just what it was. Like,
yeah, it's kind of like one of those unfortunate situations that it's kind of like the core system that's been in place. And, you know, and it's designed that way, you know, to keep everybody against each other. So did you end up getting affiliated with anybody, or did you?
I mean, you know, coming from Dallas, you know, everybody got a neighborhood they from, they got a set they follow, but yeah, I fell in, but when I first hit it, I hit B-row bottom, then they moved me to B-row top, like not even a couple of weeks later. B-row top is like, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of different from the bottom, cause you know, the bottom, you got the main hallway with the windows, so guards and shit can see. At the top, they can't really see nothing, it's just one guard. So it's going down, but yeah, man, the politics was kind of iffy. Like, they had sets like that was speaking over other sets' business, but in the world we beefing. So I was confused about that.
Yeah,
when I seen that, I kind of like, yeah, these niggas on some bullshit. And then it was like some city beef shit too. Like, you'll have niggas that's coming in, they from H-Town. They partners might know him from the world, and they just assume like, oh yeah, he's solid. They ain't hard checking him. But a nigga come from Dallas, y'all feel like, oh, Dallas niggas weak. They, you know what I'm saying, with these tight ass jeans, they dance at ass city, and they want to hard check our people. So it was a lot of shit, man, where it was like, nah, I ain't fucking with these niggas.
Yeah, so man, it sounds like it was very messed up, you know.
Yeah, it was-
as far as
Clemens was fucked up,
like the
bro.
politics, but you know what I'm saying, like. You know, some people getting preferences. They ain't paid no heart checks. And all like that.
Favoritism.
Yeah,
You know, that's everywhere though. Like, you gonna have that everywhere you go. But
do you think? Let me ask you this: do you think a lot of it had to do with? Was it like the structure of the, you know, the black demographic in TDC, or was that also the same issue for Mexicans and whites?
nah, I ain't gonna lie. Mexicans, they was structured. Like, I mean, you know, it was a young unit, so they had the rowdy ones, but anything come through that door, you an essay, you gonna face some. But it's not like that with blacks. Like, they pick and choose. Like, you might have a dude, he come in, he look like he might have some, he a big dude. They might not test him, like, but you got a dude, he looks soft, or you talk too much, he act like he hard, they gonna off the top. Like, they gonna try to see what you about.
Yeah.
But I didn't get no hard chick.
Oh, for real?
Hell yeah, I was on the road 3 months. Ain't nobody touched me.
Yeah. So, have you ever been? Were you ever in any kind of conflict while you?
Nah, I was chilling. Like, I stayed to myself. Like, I was low key. I had partners and shit, but I didn't talk like to everybody. I wasn't just friendly and just, you know what I'm saying? I stayed to myself. I stayed laid back, and they kind of like, it made them curious. Like, it was a few dudes that didn't like me, and they felt like it was a couple of them that told me like, nigga, you think you big dog or you a king or something, like, but it wasn't just that, it's just me, like, nigga, I'm in an environment, I'm uncomfortable, like, I'm not finna be friendly with you niggas, and then next thing you know, you stab me in the back or you do some whole shit behind me, cause it be a lot of that too.
Yeah.
A lot of backstabbing, a lot of.
What was the first time that you ever seen somebody get stabbed?
Man, I was an SSI. I ain't gonna say I seen them get stabbed, but it was a situation on B-roll where something happened in a cell. And it was blood everywhere. I'm talking about like big ass puddles of blood. You know, when blood dry up, it kind of like turns to a clot where it's like thick and shit. That's probably the worst shit I've seen. Like,
And you had to clean it up?
Yeah, I had to clean it up. I had to get the kids, put the gloves on, put them in red bags, clean it up. You know, it was crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Damn. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you seeing this for the first time. I mean, you know, we grew up in the streets and, like you said, you exposed to murders, drug dealing and all that. But this is a whole different level of violence.
Yeah, it's different because, like, you know, in the world, you can maneuver. You can get away from shit. Or you can have protection, like a gun or something. Everybody ain't got knives. So you might have to go in there, you might have a dude, he might got a shank. All you got is your hand. So you got to go for what you know. It's definitely a dangerous environment, bro. And not only that, one little simple fight can turn into an accidental murder. Like, you can fall, hit your head on a concrete bump, balls, like, man, it's a dangerous place, bro.
So the guy that ended up getting stabbed, where you went to go clean, was he white, black?
Man, I had no idea.
Okay.
You know, like I say, I mind my business.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really ask no questions, but I just know it was a bad situation. Who say it was a stabbing? I just know it was a lot of blood, though, bro. I'm talking about, man, it was bad, bro.
Now, and this is the first time that you said.
First time I seen anything like this in prison.
Yeah. What?
Mhm.
When now you're looking at this, what are some of the thoughts that are going on in your mind, bro?
I'm scared. Like, I'm trying not to show it, but hell yeah, I'm terrified because I'm like, damn, this is my first time. Then I'm a short timer. And I'm looking at dudes, these dudes got life without parole, 50 years, 40 years. And you sitting down, you bumping shoulders with these type of dudes, they ain't got shit to lose. Like,
Do you think the culture of a lot of dudes that, you know, very violent or aggressive, are those guys that got those, you know, those 85 years?
hell no. It be short timers. Crash out.
Short timers.
In my opinion, the most ones I seen crashing out, it be dudes that have them 2 years, 3 years, or they'll have maybe like my sin is like a 5 or 10, but the ones that got 20, 30 years, man, they chilling. Cause you gotta think like, they gotta be here for a while. So like, niggas don't be wanna go unit to unit to unit to unit. You know, we get comfortable, we wanna chill, do our time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you get familiar with the people you living with, the guards and shit. But nah, the most rowdy ones I seen was some short timers, bro.
Man, going back to, you know, getting there to Clemens and everything, let's talk about how you started, you know, because I know you talked about the bench situation. Now you're standing up, and you're starting to get exposed to this whole brand new world and seeing how things are running. In your opinion, what do you think probably affected you the most on that first date?
To be honest with you, the motherfucking mosquitoes. If anybody on Clemens, man, they been on Clemens, man, you know about the mosquitoes, man, in that summertime. Man, say, bro, these motherfuckers, bro, it was like they was like breeding mosquitoes, bro. I'm talking about you can be sitting in the day room and them bitches just, it be hundreds of them. Bro, it was so bad, bro. I'm talking about they had like tissue paper, they roll them up into wicks and they burn them. The whole day room was full of them bitches. Full of wicks,
it still didn't affect nothing.
Man, it didn't help shit. Like you laying in the bunk, you trying to get sleep and shit. You gotta make a tent with the fan blowing to keep, you know what I'm saying?
So
it was crazy.
So
man.
not only is it scorching hot, you also got to deal with the pesky infestation of mosquitoes.
Rats.
Rats too.
What? Man, but you don't know about the rats?
Nah, I've never heard about the rats.
Man, bro, them Clemens rats is crazy. I'm talking about you can be walking down the Book Run Road, they gonna be walking with you. Like, what's up, man? Yeah. Nah, for real.
Nah, for real.
Nah, real talk. In the trash, you can be asleep. I'm talking about them hoes running across your chest, jumping up the balls, getting in your lockers. Man, it's like, they know about them rats, man.
That's wild, man.
Clemens was a mom.
So, you know, you say you kind of stayed to yourself, minded your business. You know, what were some of the things that you witnessed that you think was just pretty much like, man, just made your time worse or just made anybody's time worse?
Extortions. Extortions was the probably like, besides like people getting beat real bad, but the extortions, man, that shit was crazy. Like I said, I worked in the highway, SSI, so I'm running up and down the roads, you know, doing my thing, but bro, I'm literally like sitting on the right on the bars, like right by one road. It's called D road. D road like they call it G4. It's where they in the cell, they only come out for like food or they come out for an hour or something. But man, I heard a dude screaming. I'm talking about like a grown man like screaming like like I'm gonna pay. Like man, they beating the shit out this dude. And they beat that dude till he tapped out and shit. But other than that, like, that's probably the worst thing I done experienced. Like, having to see her and like, damn, like, this shit really going down. Like, you really got to
Now, the guy you talking about, this particular person was black?
Nah, they were Mexicans.
Mexicans?
The Mexicans didn't play, bro.
So would you say that based on your experience while you was down there, the main people that was extorting was the SAs?
I ain't gonna say the main, cause you know, niggas was extorting too, but like, it was on different, like everybody extorting. Even white folks was extorting they people, like.
Yeah.
But it's like they had a certain way of doing it, but the only time where I actually heard it, like, nigga, you know he paying, like, that was with the SA. Like, they beating the shit out of this dude. Like, taking everything.
Yeah.
As long as it is day, we must do the work of him that sent us. The night is coming when no man can work. The night is going to come in your life. It doesn't matter whether you live another year or 2 years or 5 years. Will your work be finished? Is there a quality to it? Is there a dedication to it?
And I'm gonna admit this as a man, nigga, you ain't as bad as you think you is. See, a lot of dudes afraid to admit that. They think they tough, bro, but when you get around some niggas that's really like on that, it hit different. And it showed me like, nigga, boy, you ain't as bad as you think you is. Like, nigga, I thought I was bad. I thought I was good from the shows. Shit, I seen some niggas that were cold from the show. I thought I was a damn fool. I met some damn fools. And that humbled me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that humbled me. Yeah.
Now when you go to the penitentiary, you know, you talk about these guys who, you know, they got hands, they knocking everything out. As far as, you know, seeing these type of men in this environment, what are some of the other? I mean, let's go back to extorting, right? What exactly is going on when someone's getting extorted? Or how are they getting extorted?
They see weakness. And when they see that weakness, they attack it. 9 times out of 10, it usually start with a heart check, or honestly, you just come in and you're not built for that environment. Like, you might have a twitch when you walk, or you might be too feminine. It's niggas like that, unfortunately. They fall in prison. But it be shit like that, bro.
Now, do you feel like those be the prime, like, I guess, the prime subject to being, you know, turned out or whatever like that?
Hell yeah.
How often would you see that happen in Clemens, bro? Like seeing a man get turned out?
Like turned out on some gay shit, or
Yeah.
turned out like, man, I ain't never seen nobody get turned out, but I done ran across some niggas that definitely was fucking with punks. Like, I done seen some punk shit for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I ain't never seen no nigga get raped. You know, when I hit Clemens, and like I say, I got the game, I was told, don't look in no cell. When you walking down the run, or you on, you know, headed to your cell, and you keep your eyes straight, or you look kind of corner, like outside, like over the rail. But you still watch your periphery, because you never know what might come to you. But yeah, you don't look at nobody's cell. So I never seen nobody getting pumped or hit or broke off, none of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good thing. I mean, you know it's happening.
But it's going down.
Yeah, you know it's happening.
Definitely. Them tanks though, oh yeah, them niggas, yeah. They sneaking and geeking at night. Yeah, them niggas wildin', for real. Yes, sir.
Well, hold on. You said them tanks.
Yeah, where it's wide open. You going like, it's not like the roads, like it's a big ass room.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
They got like 100 cubicles.
Yeah.
And shit at night, shit, niggas sneaking into each other little bunks, and yeah, they wild, man. It's wild. Straight like that. It's wild, man.
So what are these men that they I mean, in my opinion, they're gay. You know what I'm saying? Do they embrace that? Do they acknowledge that? Or are these still, you know, guys who think they tough and gangster and
couple of them do, and a couple of them don't. Some of them niggas be undercover, like, you know, and it's crazy. I ain't on no weird shit, but I knew a dude who fucked with punks, but he was cool in the bitch. Big cock diesel, 260, big arms, nice ass hair with the waves to the side. He got the guards, like he plugged in with everybody, cool in the bitch. But he fucking white boys. On my life. And you'll look at him and no, I'm serious. You'll look at him, bro. You'll look at him and you be like, hey, that's a solid nigga there. Man, that nigga, yeah. Yeah, he clapping them man cheeks. Look, he clapping them man cheeks. He say, I look good, you look good. I eat good, you eat good. Yeah, for real. Got them bitches wearing rings and everything.
Oh man, come on now.
Yeah. He know who I'm talking about. I ain't gotta say his name. I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but he know who I'm talking about.
Man, that's good. Now, do you think he was he a lifer? Was he a
Yeah.
Time can be our tool, but we can also be its slave. No matter how much time you've wasted in the past, you can still have tomorrow.
But yeah, the dude had, if I'm not mistaken, he had life without parole, or a couple life sentences. Yeah, he had a long. He ain't going home.
Why would white boys his preference, man?
Victims, they weak. Some of them soft, but a lot of them, the ones he was fucking with, they came in gay. It wasn't no nigga he turned out. Like these niggas came in on some gay shit. So.
Yeah.
And them the ones he liked, them pretty ones. Yeah, he liked them pretty men.
Now I've seen a lot of people, you know. I've interviewed people, had conversations with people, and how can I say this, right? I mean, of course, you know, you got those guys who want to take it by brute force. You know, like you say, they smell weakness, they want to take it by brute force. But man, it's a term that I hear it thrown around a lot since I've talked to guys that've been to the penitentiary in Texas. They say, man, you got guys getting talked out their booty.
Yeah.
Now you think this guy, you know, that you're talking about was one of those finesses, talking them out.
I mean,
the booty,
if a nigga already gay, he ain't gotta say too much.
Right.
You just gotta have the appearance probably, and you know, he probably like what he like. But Clemens wasn't one of them units, at least when I was there, cause you know, it was a transition too. I'm gonna say this, cause they had this safe prison shit. And it hit, I don't know when exactly hit, cause like I say, it was a first time offender, but it protected a lot of shit. Like, you know, victims, extortion, the faggots, it protected a lot. So niggas wasn't getting raped, niggas wasn't just, you know, openly getting extorted. Like this shit was all undercover. But yeah, for sure. He was definitely, on them boards.
You ever hear, like, some of the conversations I've had before, man, they talk about how, somebody get broke and they treat them like property.
Yeah.
They
make them wash their clothes.
Well, there's that, right? There's that, but there's also the fact of like, man, hey, man, I gotta whoop the whoop. You know what I'm saying? I'll sell them to you. You know what I'm saying? Is that some of the stuff that you witnessed?
Never heard it.
No.
No.
Never heard. Never heard nobody trade no.
No boy for some. Never.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know if Clemens was one of the units. Maybe that was just something I didn't see. But I never heard it.
Yeah, because I've heard people talk about that, man. Like, hey, man, I had such and such. I sold them to such and such. And I'm like, that's wild. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I got partners who wasn't on Clemens. Like, they was on Cofield Beat. I done heard some wild ass stories. But that's why I say, bro, like, that was another reason for me to push and do what I'm doing now, because I saw like I was blessed. Like, nigga, it could have been worse.
So let's talk about your transition. Like, you go from being a person who's getting a thrill from doing what he was doing. You end up, you like you say, you got blessed on your time, because you could have got a lot more, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, when you got convicted, was that the turning point for you, or was it something that you seen in prison?
Hell no, it wasn't a turning point. I was going crazy in that county jail. Mm-hmm. Like, actually, shit, I had more fights and it was more rowdy. I'm gonna be honest with you, our county was worse than the prison, or at least Clemens. Dallas County was raw.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, you going that bit, ain't nothing. Yeah, you gonna throw them hands. So for sure, you gonna.
At what point during your sentence did you come to your this realization, like, man, I can't get out and do the same thing?
When I got out and saw my cousin, when I got in there and saw my cousin in the child.
What happened?
Shit, I sat down with him. I haven't saw him since we was 17. And I sat down with him. And I'm admitted as a man, nigga, I cried, bro. I cried. I had never been away from my family. Clemens like 8 hours from Dallas. I never been that far from my, I wasn't getting visits. I was getting letters. I was calling. Like, I had family support. I was busting commissary, but I never been away like that. And then the only person that, I knew, like, he was the only one. And when I saw him, I broke down. And I know why I broke down, because I felt comfortable. Like, this is my family. But at first, I was hiding it, bro, because like I said, I was scared, bro. You don't want another group of niggas that don't know you, see you crying, like, not on no, like, I want to go home, but just like, damn, bro, I got to do this time. I got to sit here for these years. But yeah, I cried to that nigga, man. I cried like a baby, bro. I was like, man, I'm done. And I told him that, and he know I'm not lying. He see me to this day. I haven't went back to no bullshit.
That's what's up, man. So, what are some of the plans that you started working on? I mean, everybody has, kind of a direction that they want to go.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first got, I made a checklist of all the shit I wanted to do when I got home, and one of the main things I wanted to do was break that, they had this shit where they say everybody returns back, most of the people return back within the first 3 years, 75% of people.
It's called the recidivism rate. Yeah.
It was high.
Yeah.
So my number one checklist at the bottom of that list was to break that. I wanted to make sure I didn't come back within the first 3 years, and all of that. I never worked a job longer than 3 months. So I told myself, man, I want to get out, give me a job, and I want to stay there 2 years. And shit, man, I got out, I was working. My first job, I worked 7 days a week. But within 3 to 6 months, I was supervisor running this man company. I'm hiring people. I'm hiring my cousins. I'm hiring people. I'm, giving routes, giving out equipment. And shit just transitioned. So I had a big ass checklist, man, and I slowly checked everything off that list. Everything.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So what keeps you busy these days?
Shit, running my business. I'm a business owner now. When I was in Clemens, damn, I wish I brought it, bro. It's I don't know if y'all remember, but when you was in state prison, they had these little ID card holders. On the back of my ID, I had this little paper that I drew a semi truck with the name of the company. I had it all visioned out.
Yeah.
Well, I drew this in prison, and right now, that same exact logo is on the truck and semi truck and trailer that I own.
What? So what is the name of your company?
Taylor's Transport Service, LLC, man. We
Taylor's
based out of Fort
Transport
Worth.
Service.
Yes, sir.
Based out of Fort Worth.
Yes, sir.
Man, so you left Highland Hills, you went to another neighborhood where you ended up catching your case, and now are you planting roots in Fort Worth?
Yeah, I ain't going back to Dallas. It's so many memories, childhood trauma, other friends and shit, like a lot of stuff that I just rather stay away from.
Yeah.
And so I moved to, not really Fort Worth, it's Fort Worth, but it's like the outer skirts. Like how Dallas like got Pleasant Grove, Mesquite, it's kind of like that on the Fort Worth side.
So typically your type of business is you said transport.
Yeah,
right?
trucking.
So
Yes, sir.
trucking business.
Yes, sir.
What are some of the, I guess the type of jobs that you do, bro? Like
I got flatbeds, so like I haul like, general freight, like it might be crane parts, it can be shingles, like shit that you use to build roofs, bricks, man, whatever they pay. Shit, I can get paid.
I can imagine it's gone well for you, man.
Yeah, I've had my ups and downs. Honestly, that's how I lost my leg. Yeah, semi-accident.
Oh, really?
I got ejected out of
See,
semi.
I've seen the leg, but I didn't want to ask you, man.
Yeah, I got thrown out of semi in 2020, man. Like
thrown out of a semi.
Yeah, I was ejected out of semi.
So what happened? I mean, did you fall asleep at the wheel? Did you?
Man, I was rushing, and I told my wife. I always told her this. I was like, man, no matter what I do, I always answer your phone, cause you never know what's gonna happen. So I pissed off. So she didn't want to answer. So I'm texting her, and as I'm texting her, I'm trying to like drive and text at the same time. It's 10:30 at night. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky.
Did you have a load?
Yeah, I was loaded with chicken. And back then I was doing reefer and chicken heavy, like I was like 79, 80,000 pounds. And a truck broke down. Like his truck was fucked up. And I didn't see him until it was too late. Some just told me like it was an intuition or something, man. Some just told me, look up. When I looked up, I'm looking like right at his trailer. So I tried to turn it to the left to avoid from hitting him. And my passenger side clipped his driver's side and I got thrown out. And I blacked out and I woke up when I hit the ground. I was sliding head first through the median of the highway.
Wow.
Yeah. I survived, bro.
And the only thing why did they amputate your leg? Did it get crushed?
It wasn't instantly. My ankle got crushed. I shattered my ankle bone, broke ribs, punctured lung. I had road rash all over my body. I was fucked up. I was bedridden for 9 months.
You said
I had dropped down to
2020?
like 130 pounds.
You said this was 2020?
Yeah.
During COVID?
Yep. And then after that, shit, it got so bad, I got tired of surgeries, bro. Like they was putting rods and shit in me.
So what? I know you said you got out. You started working for this company. You made supervisor. What got you into the trucking business?
After that company, I went to a warehouse job that paid me a little more, and I climbed the ladder there. Became a supervisor there, and it was a dude that I used to talk to in prison on clearance. And we was the ones, like he really the one that kind of influenced me to get involved in the trucking. Yeah. Cause I really didn't know what I was gonna do when I came home. And he told me about truck driving. And we linked up and he was telling me, he's like, man, Hot Rod got his license. He said, man, you been out 3 years, you still ain't got it. And it made me mad in the month. I was like, man, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna go get my license.
And what are some of the talks or conversations or even advice that you give your son to prevent him from being, like, cause you're literally breaking the curses, bro. You know?
Nah, and I'm glad you said that. I ain't gonna stay on it too long, but that's another thing that was on my checklist. I wanted to break the curse of my family. Yeah. Bruh, me individually, I make more than any male has made in my family. I'm the only business owner in my family. Like, I broke so many chains. My mom, they love me, man. Yeah. They proud of me. And It was hard though. It wasn't, and man, I had to stay down. Like I went through some hell of a struggles, but my sons, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say I shelter them, but I shelter them. Like they don't know nothing about the hood. They don't know that street shit. Like, but I don't hide nothing from them. Like I tell them about it, but I tell them why they shouldn't and why if they do choose, what can be the repercussions and the consequences for what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it helps them understand, like, okay, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, but at the same time, like, there's a reaction that can come from behind what you do.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, it's great hearing your story because, you know, and I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud, man. You know, across TV, across social media, all they project is, you know, broken families, especially black families, Latino families. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's great to hear that there are still black men out there that are believing in a nucleus family.
Yeah.
You know, believing, you know, because at the end of the day, a child needs both their parents.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And you coming from the background that you have, you know, living in poverty, you know, hustling, doing all that, and now you're being a proactive father, you know, and you are a business owner, entrepreneur. That's great, man. That's real great, man. And I give you much props for that, bro. Because,
Man, I appreciate it, bro.
Because it's not easy.
Nah, it ain't.
It's
bro.
really not easy coming from the city, hustling, hitting licks and all that, to now you being a dad, and you know, and you just like you say, you don't teach them nothing about the street.
Nah,
all they know is school.
They squares.
And, you know,
my son top of his class.
That's good, bro.
All
That's
of them.
great, man.
They play sports. They play sports I didn't even play. Select baseball and shit like that.
Yeah, and see, honestly, bro, I'm glad that you came to do the interview because there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna watch this interview, and they're gonna look at you and they're gonna, you know, the people that know you especially, they're gonna be like, damn, if he can do it, I know I can do it.
Nah, for sure.
You know, because they got to see somebody that's relatable to them, that's from the same circumstances, who probably had the same experiences growing up in life, and say, man, I am somebody. I can be somebody. Because sometimes living in the condition that we live in, bro, we don't feel like, we feel hopeless. We feel like, man, fuck it is what it is. You know, we're gonna get how we live.
And that's why I do what I do, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, because I feel like I owe it. Like, bro, I done took so much from my community, man. Like, I feel like I owe to give and help people. Like, bro, I done put people on. I ain't gotta say what I done done.
Yeah.
But they know. The people know. Like, bro, I done put some people on, bro.
Now, are you working on some kind of system program or any mentorship? Do you do anything like that?
I thought about a big brother, big sister program, but I'm so focused on this business right now that I haven't got, you know, into it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Having kids, like, I be so focused on my kids, it's like, and then when you running a business by yourself, like, I don't have no assistant, like, I do everything. I do my own dispatching, my paperwork, I book my own loads, maintain my own truck. I do all this shit myself. So I really don't have time half the time, like, free time to really do much. And the time I do get, I be like, shit, my babies deserve it. So,
nah, for real, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
Well, man, before we get up out of here, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to or give a thanks to or acknowledge?
I don't want to give nobody no shout out or no thanks, but I do want to say this to the youngsters, man. To the youngsters that's going up that road, you know, they out here gang banging, they living that lifestyle. To each his own. I don't knock you. Get it how you live, but I do want to say, man, like, you know, be aware of your influences. Be aware of the people around you, man, because everybody you think loyal, them gangs that sit, all these people you think got your back, man, when it come down to it and you behind them bars, you doing that time on your own. Ain't nobody there, you know what I'm saying, make sure you good and shit. That same partner might be hitting your home girl, so, like, man, focus on you, man. You can get it the legal way, man. Hey, what I say? It's almost my anniversary. Yeah, I'm coming up. I'm coming up on my 9-year anniversary, man, being free. Yeah, and I'm making down there $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. But, yeah, man.
Now, as far as your business goes, one more time, to tell the viewers the name of your business.
Taylor's
and
Transport
how they
Service.
can get in contact with you if they need your services.
Taylor's Transport Service LLC, man. You can get in touch with me definitely by email. Taylor's Transport Service, tts@gmail.com. And hey, man, if you got something need to be moved, you know, as long as it's legit, yeah, we can take care of that. For you.
Already, for sure, man.
But I'm gonna charge you about a mile.
No, for real. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Great conversation, man. This is Outside Looking In. There you have it, everybody. That was the homie Bull. And as you can see, man, the brother is very resilient to get up, even after everything he's been through all circumstances, been from incarceration to doing what he got to do to break those generational curses. Man, I want to give a big special shout out to my girl, Steven Selassie, for helping out in the production. Miss CEO of Time Capture Production, man. Make sure that y'all check her out on Instagram. And man, y'all stay tuned for more episodes. This is Outside Looking In. Let's go.
What's up with it? It's your boy Bull, man. You watching Outside Looking In. Tap in, you know what I'm talking about? We on that mission.